saw in the last videos how to use a little bit of HTML and a little bit of CSS. We made a page that looks kind of ugly, and now what we want to do is to make it look a little bit more pretty. But how to do it? I show you on the last video how to which one to use. So we'll go on getbootstrap.com, and what we will do is to use this Bootstrap like CSS. We will use it, implement it in our HTML file, and it will load this kind of style, this CSS file, which is quite big actually. You will see, I'll show you, and it will help us to make this like really cool web page. So how to do it? First we have to download Bootstrap, which we will do. Oh no, sorry, we will not do it. There is two ways actually. It's like to download the Bootstrap to have the files in your folder of the HTML, and the second way is to use it right away on internet. So today I'll just show you this this way, that we just need actually to take this link here and to put it in the head. It's quite a big link. Okay, now I just delete this line. I don't need my style anymore. No, okay, I will keep it, but I will clean it here because all of this I don't like. So here I kill it, and here I have my body, still with the same shit. And now, if I refresh, it has changed because we loaded this framework, Bootstrap. And what it does actually is that it's loading this other CSS file, and you can see that it's changed. Like for example, there is no anymore like a space before the paragraph and text. This has changed a little bit. This also, like a lot of this has changed, but it still looks kind of ugly. We don't like it like this, and this is because Bootstrap has I would say classes inside that you need to use. Okay, when I uploaded it, like when I used it, this CDN, I used only the first one because here is the CSS I need. This other, you can like load both, it's totally fine to do it, and this has like a little bit more of like it overrides some classes to make it looks like a 10. For example, you change some colors, some default colors to something else. And this is JavaScript loading. This we will not see right now, we will see later because it's a bit more complicated. We need to know a little bit of JavaScript. But now we can do already quite much with only CSS. So now how to know how to make it look pretty, because now it looks ugly, we don't like it, and we want to make it look pretty. So now I will remove all of this because we don't like it. So now I have an empty body, don't have anything there. And I want to start, for example, with navigation bar. So what I can do is go on this get bootstrap and go on components. Make it a little bit bigger, and here on the right you can see that you have all these components here. And what I wanted to have is this navbar. So click just a navbar, and this would be great. So what I can do here is just copy the code here, paste it here, so it's already like quite much HTML file, but you can see here that it has classes: navbar, navbar default, container fluid, navbar header, then there is type button, blah 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 blah. So now if I just save this, I go back on my page, refresh, And now I have it. It's not working well, and the dropdown does not work because this requires JavaScript, but we will not see it right now. But it looks like this already, and this is quite cool. Now I want to remove all the things that I don't actually need. So I'll go check the code. For example, this button here I don't need. Brand name, we can write like HTML tutorial, for example. Also, which I did not see show you before, but it's quite interesting, is this A. This A tag in HTML is to make link to another page. Like to make yeah, this is a link actually. And here it goes to nowhere actually. But if you write here a URL of something else, for example Google, let's go on Google. Google.com please. If I go on Google, I can take this URL, just copy paste, put in here this href here, I save, here I refresh, here we have our HTML tutorial, and this text is wrapped into this link, and it goes to there. Now if I click there, poof, I am redirected to Google. So now we will not use it, but this is how you make link to other pages, for example. Again, if I wanted to have another page, HTML page, here, inside here, new file, like page.html. If I can do that, I can go here. I can go in page.html. Page.html. You can write quickly one. Page 2. So if I refresh, click here. Up, I go on page 2. So this is how we build this HTML links and so on and so on. Okay, I don't need it. I will delete it. Just to show quickly. Oops. Oops. I deleted the wrong one. Okay, no problem. Let's rebuild it. So we had it like this. Here we put HTML tutorial. We will rename this. Name index. In the head, we need to go there. And we need to go down. No, here. Download Bootstrap. 1 second. Up. We'll take the CSS. We put it in here. Okay, saved. And we are happy. Now we go back. Components, nav. We take all of these, copy, and we paste it in the body. And I just remove this button that we will not use. And here, HTML tutorial. Now we are back to index.html. Okay, we're back. So now we don't need also this drop down. We will not use this form and this either. So all of this we will not use. Shame on me. I did not show you also this UL and OL. These are tags in HTML that are quite much used. Okay, I will make you a little demonstration here. So this is to make lists. For example, UL is an unordered list. And when one UL you have some li inside. You have, for example, item 1. Then another li is item 2, and just make a list like this. Oof, with these little bullets. But if you want numbers here, you can write OL to have ordered list, and then you have number, and that's it. Here the thing they used this list, another list here that they styled to not have these bullets, and also to have this list like one after the other and not one on top of the other. So this is all CSS that is overwriting the default let's say style of the HTML. Also, I don't know which browser you're using, but sometimes it can look a little bit different between Chrome, Internet Explorer, Edge, Mozilla, it can Safari, so it can look different, but it works the same way actually. Okay, this we can remove, this class active, spammer, so we can remove. Okay, so now we have just the most basic navbar we can have. So here we have the links, and here like kind of the brand name, how they called it or whatever. So here we can, for example, write this index.html. So every time we will click here, it will go to index.html. And here we want, for example, page 1. And there we want, for example, page 2. So if we had them, for example, here, okay, let's create it. Let's create page 1. Page 1.html inside the doc, and here body page 1. And here in the href I can write page 1.html. I save. Now I refresh. I have my menu, page 1 and page 2. If I click page 1, I go to page 1. I use my nav because my page 1 is empty. So that's it. Now I made it really easy, and it can be overwhelming at first when you see like all this HTML code, like oh shit, I want to use this navbar, but it's a bit complicated. I don't know how to do it, but it comes with time, like really easily. For example, this one, this is also a navbar, and here it shows you like little things. You have this tag nav, which is like the tag HTML tag for navbar, and here you have these little classes. You say, okay, this is the class navbar, I need to put it. This is the Bootstrap Bootstrap class, so I will need to use it. So the best thing is to start using it little by little and then understand how it works and read the documentation. For example, like, oh, this navbar looks better than the other because this one is too white. And here it's just tell you like modify the look of the navbar by adding navbar inverse. And here you have this example, and you can see that it has nav, the nav tag has the class navbar and nav inverse. And if you check our code, we have class nav, class navbar, and class default and navbar default. Now, if I want to inverse it, I read the doc as I just did, and I need to write this class inverse. And I refresh, I have it black. And this is all HTML, CSS that is like pre-made already. I'll show you a little bit more so with this console. To know what you are loading here, you can go in network and refresh the page. Here you can see that it took like 1 millisecond to load my index HTML and 2 milliseconds from for this bootstrap. Okay, this comes from the cache. Let's close it. Okay, it takes 233 milliseconds to go take this bootstrap mean.css on the internet. Now, if you want to see what it looks like, and click here and see that it's just 6 lines of code, but this one is pretty long. Like, we don't know how long it is, but okay, they made it in one line only, and this is like just to have it smaller and faster to load for everybody. But if you want to see, I don't know if we can actually. I don't know if they have it not minified. Okay, let's download it then. For example, here I can go check the CSS, and here bootstrap.css, I can put it here. Now to extract to this project here, here, HTML. Okay. Now I have it here, and now if we check, everything is here. This is all Bootstrap style. So you can see that it's quite big, and writing everything by yourself would take like ages. So we have it much more simpler with only one line, and we use it. The 6,000 line of code reduced to one line, and takes no space in your thing. Takes the 200 milliseconds to load, which is almost nothing. Ah, by the way, now I have it on my hard drive. So here I can remove this, for example. Oops. Okay, and here just write bootstrap.css. Now if I reload my thing here, it should not moved. And now because I have it on my hard drive, it takes only 1 millisecond to load, which is like really fast. So I think that's it for this video. If you have any questions like how to use Bootstrap, like simple classes, you can read the doc. You can ask me questions in the comments and send me an email or anything. And just yeah, it takes a long time to. I did not read it all actually. I know more or less how to use the CSS and so on. And when I'm looking for, oh, okay, I want now to make a form, for example, like a login form. I just go check here. I go check, oh, there is form here. Okay, this looks nice. Okay, I just take this, copy paste, and see how it looks. If I don't like it, I check like, oh, maybe there is something else. Maybe I like this better. Maybe this is better. I don't know. And I just copy paste things, I see how it looks, and if I'm still not satisfied, then I will write like I will create my own CSS, but really at the last moment, because it takes a lot of time and can be sometimes really tricky. So that's it for this video on CSS again, and next time we'll see how to use probably some JavaScript with Bootstrap, and maybe something else, but I think we will see JavaScript with Bootstrap, because there is all these components there on top. You can see JavaScript that we cannot use because we don't have and we don't know how to use JavaScript yet. For example, this kind of modal, for example, this is JavaScript, and this we need to check a little bit more how it works. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.